Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh my. This is great. I love the music. I love the live music. I mean, I think we do a fabulous job with the other things, and I know that it's a lot of work to do the live music, and so we don't have it every week. But when we have it, I appreciate it. I also appreciate Ben, even when he's not here, doing all of the electronic things, and I want some appreciation for Danielle for stepping in. What an opportunity I have to follow acts like that. I mean, I have Daniel Nahmot's CD, and it didn't sound as good as it just sounded right then. The feminine voices in your harmonies, it was just amazing. So here I am. Now I have to gather my thoughts. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about intensity. Now, I need to be careful when I choose my talk titles. I'm learning as I go along because this is the first time that I've ever made the commitment in my life to speak every week. I've been one of the people who, fills in here or there and gives me plenty of time to think about what I want to share. But when you're doing it every week, you have to choose titles and work on themes and work with the calendars. And I do not know where the topic of intensity came from. It just came out of the cosmos. And I have had the most intense week this week of my life. I'm going to choose happy words from now on. Peace, serenity, joy. Because intensity was an error. A thought is a thing, and you plant that thought into the universe, and you get exactly what you plant. This week, I closed on my house, moved out of my house, needed to find homes for my dogs, moved from 1,850 square feet into 350 square feet of a efficiency apartment. I was served with court papers from my kid's mom over the whole custody thing, and I'm only going to say positive things, so I'm not going to go there. But it was an intense week. I had to call out to friends for help nearly every day, and an amazing thing happened. It's almost as if there's one mind and one kind of living universe providing for me in every bit of my deepest need. There was somebody there. It was just amazing. It has been the most intense week of my life, and when a friend of mine saw me this morning, they said, "You look relaxed." Yeah, this last week was over. Intensity is focus. We have light, but when you focus that light into intensity with a magnifying glass, you don't want to be the bug or the leaf in the focus. Focus can be a good thing, and I'm going to talk about that. But before we go on to that, I want to talk to you a little bit about your experience of intensity. Take a moment and think of your favorite dessert ever. Okay, some of you are closing your eyes and you're thinking. Okay? Now, I want you to become more specific. I want you to think and remember the time that you most enjoyed having that dessert. Go ahead and close your eyes. Think about where you were at. Think about remembering your body, the position of your body in space, the smells, the people you were with. Was there music playing? What was that dessert? How long did you take to eat it. Okay. Did you taste it? Those moments are intensity. Was that dessert really that fabulous? How much of that experience was the fabulosity? It's not a word, no, but I'm going to use it anyway. How much of that experience was the fabulosity of the dessert? And how much of that experience was the intensity of your focus on the dessert? I'll tell you what my favorite one was. It was chocolate volcano truffle cake.
Wow.
Served with caramel ice cream in a lace caramel cup at Spago's in Los Angeles. Wolfgang Puck's, first restaurant. And it was the fabulosity of the dessert. It was my focus, I can tell you that. Because I wasn't, at a romantic dinner with somebody that I loved. And I was out at a conference. And I was out for dinner with a bunch of people from the business. This was the most fabulous dessert ever. And I had it after this really fabulous meal. And as I was finishing the last bite of the chocolate truffle cake, the waiter came and spilled water on my last bite of the truffle cake and offered me a whole new one. And for once in my life, I refused because I knew I had had enough. I mean, Spago's was just a wonderful experience. But there's that intensity. I mean, in your experience, was it really the dessert? Or was it the company? Or was it that you found yourself fully focused in that moment? I've been feeling a lot of emotions very intensely in this tumultuous time that I've been going on. And one of them has to do with my kid's mom. There was a time when I was having such difficulty that I did not want her name spoken in my presence. I referred to her as she who will not be named, like Voldemort from the, Harry Potter. And it's like, well, Clark, what's the problem? A friend of mine was asking. I said, I don't know. I just think if I hear her name, I will implode with such velocity that all matter in the known universe will be sucked into the black hole of it, and all light until everything is compacted into one little spot, and then boom, the whole Big Bang will happen all over again. This is the intensity that I was feeling, in the emotions. And I'm sure all of us in the period of our life have felt like that. That there have been times when we felt betrayed or we felt hurt, and that's a natural reaction. I'd like to flow past it, and I'm working to flow past it. If you expect me, as your speaker, to be having answers for you, your expectations are really high. I'm doing really well to have a really couple of good questions to work on at any one time. We're fellow journeymen. I'll share from my experience. We'll see if it relates to your experience. But that thought, which was kind of my humorous way of getting past some of the pain, started me thinking about the cosmos. And I did some research on the formation of the universe according to NASA. Current scientific theory states that all matter of the known universe at the beginning existed compacted so densely that it took up the space no larger than a marble.